Good evening, good afternoon. I'm so used to good evening because of my 5 p.m. time. So welcome to my character of yesterday, Olusola-Obasa, the show that never leaves you the same way. This is the show that always gives you better than it makes you. Have you been? Family, àwọn ọmọ ọkọ ńkọ́, ìyàwó ńkọ́, and if you don't, there's no ọkọ ìyàwó yet. How are you doing? And how is life there around? So um, I'm continuing my series today, but first, before I go ahead and talk about the series, I'd like to tell you about an upcoming event that ICD, our organization, will be hosting. So I'm just going to let this music play the YouTube lower You know by now that I like this music, but I need you to hear me, and I need you to send me in a way that is not affecting your capacity to hear me. There's this event coming up that the package as a corporate social responsibility by our company, First Real Character Brand Limited, RCD for short, and coming up in November. Our anniversary is November 5th, so we're clocking the big 10 in November. And the idea that's come to mind is to speak to something that is very integral to the talent hub of Nigeria, of Africa, and the world. To speak to an aspect of raising, building, and preserving talents. And the main part we are looking at is looking at how character development, how reputation building, how value orientation can help people last more in their various aspects of creativity. So whether you're creative in terms of raw talents that are not the usual, or you're creative within the borders of the corporate space, you are creative within the corporate Nigeria space, or wheresoever you are at, where your creativity is finding expression, we have this program set out for you. Absolutely useful, I can tell you, and it's coming up on Friday, the 28th day of November. It's going to be the crowning of our entire offering for the month. We have interesting things as usual for our internal staff, but we are staging this as an external event to hold here in Akomojo, precisely 39 for. It is Friday, it's not Saturday, but it's a boot camp because it's going to have a plethora of activities, in addition to the master class expose, in addition to, we're looking forward to having some real important people who have walked the talk to inspire us as younger people. That's going to be a fireside chat, and then we'll have the words, we'll have so many fun-based activities. We're looking forward to it. Yeah, there'll be opportunities for those who want to join virtually, but it's an on-site event. And if you have other questions around this, please just call 081 06120 and you'll be able to get a full brief. I'm sure that somewhere in between this broadcast, you will also have the flyer in the comment section. So the flyer has got discount code that can help you register. This is what we have done. Even though it's a CSR, I want to be sure that we are bringing in people who value what we are trying to do. So there's a little pay gate to it, a little payment gate to it. You would find out how ridiculous we made it, just so that anyone who has value for that place, that event, that content is able to make their way in. So there are three categories, and then you find out all of those details when you scan or click the link or scan the code. But I'm really, really looking forward to this. I'm going to be teaching there. I'll be sharing also from 25 years of having been building career and being in business, the combination of it. I have a few stories to tell. I mean, interesting and encouraging and inspiring story to tell as well as other people that will be in the room. There's probably another part of it that I need to quickly talk about and I'll go into the show for today. And that's the fact that that same day, we will be excited to have people who love RCB come in at between 12 and 2 as maybe our clients, maybe those who have been our fans, so to speak, those who love what we do, those who value what we do. At 10, would like to welcome you between 12. While the bootcamp is an all-day thing, we will have a quick business break from 12 to 2 to do some really important things, celebrate RCB at 10 in a decent way. I mean, it's not a party, but just to ensure that we're able to put a formal face to our celebration. Celebrate RCB at 10, that's going to be between 12 and 2. And during that time, we are planning to ensure that we're able to launch our digital courses. We have waited for this for so long and we're working assiduously. They've been recorded, post production is going on, and we trust that by that date, before that day would have launched, and by that day, we'll be able to introduce it to you and be able to now take courses by RCB without having to be in any room. Just you and your laptop or your phone and your computer, and you're able to take that course and you can get your certificate right there. You can make your payments right there. I can't wait for this, and it looks like it's the highlight of the 10th anniversary, and we trust God that everything will work as planned. So that is the schedule for Friday, 28th of November. I took my time to talk about it expressly today because today is already, what's the day today? 26th. And even though we're barely 2 months away from that day, please, if you love this brand, sponsor your team members to be part of the bootcamp. You find all the categories, like I said, right inside the form, the Google form, via a link or a scan code. And if you want to sow a seed into the life of your either team member or a smart person or a talent that you know, and you know that I want to give you something that ensure that you last for long. Please let them come to the room. They are going to be absolutely glad that they did. That's so much for our talent is not enough bootcamp. That's the name. Talent is not enough. It speaks for itself. Talent is not enough bootcamp. Let's meet in the room, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. So now to today's package. I started a series some 2 weeks now because we are hosting home to the Big Ten. I decided to run a series to help you see facts about character that will change your life. That is, they will change your life positively if you embrace them and you begin to interact with them and make them reasons why you take decisions and so many things. And they may change your life negatively or if you despise them. So I don't want the second one to be your portion. You want to say it's your fan and you say it's not my portion. And yes, it's not your portion definitely. So here is what it is. I began 2 weeks ago on the series Facts About Character Development That Will Change Your Life. And the first week, I talked about the fact that character thrives in secrecy. Character thrives in secrecy. And then I took another thing last week, and today I'm going to be taking another important point. And that's the fact that character is a collateral, it's an asset. So every time you talk banking, you talk loan, you talk facility, exchange of facility and the rest of them, with a financial services sector or institution, the word collateral will always pop because we want something that you can put down, that we can hold on to as we are giving you this money. So sometimes people have to put their house down as collateral, sometimes people have to put their share certificate down, or so many other things that are valuable. What did you know that one of the reasons why you can get institutions to, yeah. One of the other reasons why how you can get institutions to do things with you is by being a person of strong character, so that they can bank on who you have become, not just who you are becoming, who you have become. So that's what I want to just throw out there today. This is going to be interesting. Don't forget that character is not, you can't graduate. I was telling you about that last week, that it's a lifelong journey. So when you start, you don't go and say, I've done this for 30 years. I think I want to stop being a person of character. Once you do, they will raise every record and say, BA certificate, begin again certificate to be handed over to you. Okay, God forbid, right? But here is the thing. Today, if you understand that your character needs your secrets to be tidied up, so the first day I was saying, clear out your corners. Anything you know about you that is growing with you in a secret, and you think that because it's secret, nobody will ever know, it's not going to come out. Try, work on those things, get help, get help. Then after that, and I told you that, look, this thing is for lifelong. There is no I stop here, I continue, I stop here, I continue. You're supposed to create a traction. But guess what? If you succeed in creating a traction and you succeed in building your character to that point where it becomes a strong asset base, that's why we call our CV social asset development company or social capital development company. So what we do for is we bring you the consciousness for you to build your social capital, because we know that one of the main reasons that will be benefit for you after a lot of years is that you can become collateral free. So the third point about character that will change your life, the third fact about character that will change your life is that character is a valid collateral. How is that? I'll give you a story. A few years ago, Dr. David Oyedepo, the Chancellor of Cornell University, Chancellor of Landmark University, Senior Pastor or Founder of Winners Chapel International, told us a certain time how that he could fly or land based on personal recognition. He could fly or land in other countries, fly from or land in other countries based on, I do not completely remember how and why that became a thing, but he told us how that the value he had built into himself could make the airspace of another country open to him without much ado. That's a bit of collateral standing that character can be for you. So when I say that character is a collateral, I mean that when you have built character over the years, I mean positive, because it's possible that you're also building a negative character. You might not intentionally, deliberately build a negative character, but when you're not building a good one, a bad one is in place. Don't be shocked about that. I have another Friday to talk in depthly about that, maybe next week. The fact that it requires, like, it exists whether you build it or not. So if you are not building a positive unconsciously, you are unconsciously having a negative one in place. Okay, so okay, so to go on, we have looked at the fact that character is not a sprint, it is longer than a marathon. We have looked at the fact that it thrives in secrecy. We have looked at the fact that if you do not clear out your corners, what you do in the secret will eventually introduce in the open. but hopefully it's a positive one. And we looked at all of that. So today I'm saying character is a valid collateral. That's another fact. What is a collateral? What is a collateral? What is a collateral? A collateral for education's sake, right? According to Oxford English Dictionary, is something that is pledged as security for repayment of a loan to be forfeited in the event of a default. So you drop your land, you drop your house for a certain amount, and the bank is espousing to you, and the agreement is that in the event that you do not fulfill your obligations concerning this loan facility, this goes and belongs to the financial institution. So you are saying, are you saying that somebody's character can be collateral to the point where they suffer a default? If they do default, they will have that security facility withdrawn from them. It is very true. Let me give you examples that are closer home. How many of you have heard? So I know the story of a company called Pertinence Limited, a real estate company doing quite well. I mean, 13 years in the business and doing greatly. You hear the CEOs, the MD, the DMD, the founders always saying that we started Pertinence with zero naira. So when they say zero, they don't. Now it is not true to say zero capital. They started with zero naira, zero money, right? But they started with social capital. It meant that by the time they wanted to start a business, they as themselves were collateral for the business. What did that mean? To follow the definition that Oxford Advanced Learners gave us about what a collateral is, they pledged themselves as security items for the truth of the fact that this land you're giving to us to sell, we will be faithful and trustworthy enough to be remitting the money as we sell. We'll take profit, we'll remit your main money, our capital to you. That was how Petty started. Look around you, see a number of businesses that started that way. Flip side, there would have been some other businesses that started and tried. They looked at the coloration of the fact that I have a great social capital, believe me, let this be my collateral, blah, blah, blah. And people gave them a chance. But guess what? They banged it. The difference between the first scenario I made about Pettiness and another that did not keep to that plan as I went due, or got the money, took both the principal, took the benefit, the profit, and made away. The difference is that while Pertinence still exists at 13, doing business and now owning its own revenue, owning its own capital base, financially and otherwise, and growing strong in social capital, businesses like that would have died to Pettiness. They would have died safely. They would have died long time ago. So that's it. A collateral is something you give as a guarantee. It is guarantee of trust. Guarantee of trust. Guarantee of trust. Can you see what I'm almost not doing there? There's a bank that actually put those two together and call it their name. The point they are saying is that you can bank on our trust to do business with us. You can bring your money. So the collateral that every bank, the guarantee that every bank is trying to give you, every financial institution is trying to give you is trust. Trust us. Someone says, oh, I'm Fidel. The other one says, oh, I'm Trust. The other one says, oh, I am. Their core values and their mission statements will always have those items of trust me, trust me, trust me. So the point is, a collateral is something that you give as a guarantee of trust. It is what you offer as security in case you fail to keep your promise. And in character development, when you fail to keep your promise, the guarantee that you gave, you suffer a nosedive of capital. Look, there is a way it is calculated, and it runs on um, auto remuneration or reprimand. When you come into the capital market of character, capital market of reputation, capital market of trust, we are all trading in that market, whether you know it or not. The reason why a lot of people do not value it so much is because they feel that it's not physical. It can be seen, but it is real. So you had a name yesterday doing well in business, and today they are not there. Many of them because they have failed the collateral trust, the guaranteed trust, maybe in business, maybe in relationship, maybe in any other thing. So your character is a collateral. That means you must show up your assets. You must build up your assets. You must be deliberate about building that asset. It's not something to be doing at your emotion. I just be wishy washy. No, it's not a come see, come serve thing. It is something you build for definite. And you protect that collateral because any day you might need to draw from it. It's a deposit. So get serious, high flyer. Get serious, overachiever. Get serious, value based leader. You are building for the day you will need to draw. You will definitely need to draw from the deposit of that social capital you are building. So here's the thing, you don't start building the day you need to draw. If you start saving the day you need to make withdrawal, you are 4 minutes. You get it? As simple as that. So here is what we are saying today. I believe that in the 10th year of RCB, it's important to begin to talk about the things we began with. These were the teachings we began with, and they are still very foundational. And if you attend our program called Personal Character Certificate course, like that one that you are coming to say, I want to upgrade. Can I have a one-on-one? Or is there a time you are bringing people together in the class? These are the sort of things that be like basics that you first learn. These are basics of character development. When you are doing character development appreciation, getting to know, oh, what do I gain from doing this? And of course, what do I lose from not doing it? So it's a proof that you can be trusted. It is a backup or assurance. Assurance, I don't know the song, but I know there's a song like that that says assurance. So that's the assurance, that's the trust, that's the guarantee, that's the collateral. Your character is and can be a collateral. You can begin business based on character alone without money. Ha! How can't you understand what I'm saying? People can give you. So I was going to mention things that are closer home. You may have seen Mama Emeka. She didn't have money to start business, and then she approached Mama Chinedu. Mama Chinedu is a bigger person that has money and has words to sell. Mama Emeka comes to Mama Chinedu and says something like, can I please sell for you? As I'm selling, I'll be giving you the money. And Mama Chinedu, that's the big person, says that, okay, I've looked at you around this area. I see that you mind your business. And I did a small test around your life sometime. I saw that you didn't feel it. Okay, come and take. And then she gives her some of the wares. Mama Emeka goes to market, sells the wares, and guess what? She takes profits and then brings the capital or the principal from what she has sold. When she does that, Mama Chinedu gives her another one. Mama Emeka sells and takes profit and brings. Mama Chinedu gives another one. Guess what? If she's shrewd with money, she's already storing up the profit. Before long, she does not need Mama Chinedu to give her any form of credit facility because now she can stand on her own feet. These things are real. Character development cannot be seen with eye. Like it's not an item walking around, but you can see it in people's disposition, in people's attitude, in people's conduct, in people's reaction. Some people say that when it comes to money, even me, I don't trust myself. That's such a bad thing to say about you. How dare you? That when it comes to money, even me, I don't trust myself. Talk less of trust. That's your collateral right there. You are puncturing the bag. You are leaking it to empty. You should be someone who can be trusted, but trust is not given. Trust is earned. So you have to earn it. You have to earn it, and when you do, and it builds and builds and builds, somebody steps into a room someday and you say, "How deep is this person?" There have even been situations where forthright, straightforward people got into trouble, and then they are dragging them. You know what for dragging? They are dragging, they are dragging. And then all of a sudden, someone showed up and says, "Oh, what's this about?" And we believe this person took it. And you'll be shocked that the person who is the decision maker will just show up and say, "No, this person has worked with me for so number of years. He or she has never been around me." That's also a collateral. Someone who is investing trust in the trust they found you to have. This is so important, and we should never toy with it. I don't know how many people I'm recruiting today to begin to take note of their character as a collateral. Trust is a security in business, reputation is a leverage, and then opportunities flow towards integrity. Powerful notes, powerful notes, powerful notes. They said it in the exact words. Trust is a security, whether in business or in life, whether it's for loan, whether it's for anything. Okay? So if you want to put that down to remember, or listen to this again and again, if you care about your life, you should not watch this just once. If I should send it to people working with you, you should also share the video with any high flyer you know, because these are things that can form good foundation for you and you don't mess up by the time you get to your highest height, which is the reason why we're hosting Talent is Not Enough. Share you see what I did there. Don't forget to Friday 28th is the day. So what have I taught today? I have taught that character is a valid collateral. People are getting money from bank just because of right standing. Because you see, a bank will do due diligence on you and check your character and credit worthiness. It is character they are testing every time they are checking your credit worthiness. And then they are checking your history and all. It's a collateral any day. It determines decisions. No matter how more pancake your face is, it will not influence anything if you have a bad character. No matter how pancake your face is, fine though, it will not be enough. There has got to be more. So character is a value collateral. It serves as trust. Trust becomes your security facility, reputation becomes your leverage, and then opportunities will keep flowing in the direction of integrity, and then it offers a long-term value. Wow, 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 wow. This is good. To wrap up, I'd like to drop this. Material collateral, whether land, money, property, and so much more, can lose value. Character appreciates over time. The longer it takes to maintain it, the more valuable and credible it becomes. So, but just as your material resources can lose value if you abandon your character development journey. Remember my warning last Friday. If you abandon it, if you don't the point two, the fact two I told you, you might lose it. So please guide it. It will mean so much for you in life. It will show up for you at a point where you cannot show up for yourself. There are moments in life when your words are not heard, but your ways can show up and speak for you. That has been Mind Your Character with Bosedi Olusola-Obasa. And today I have tried to also invite you to Talent is Not Enough Bootcamp. Please sign up your team members. Let them come and hear something extra. A lot of you are very smart guys working with you. But you see, there's just something about their character that you wish to be better. Send them in. Send them in. We guarantee you. We trust guarantee you that they'll come back better, subject to their cooperation with us. That's the caveat. All right, so thank you very much. If you want to know how to build your character, talk to us. That's what we do at RCB. Whether how to have core values, how to build self-discipline, how to align your actions with your words, how to keep promises, how to own your mistakes, how to surround yourself with people of character. Now the work when we dey do be that. So please reach out to us 081 061 20819. Someone will be waiting to take that call. Every little action that you do matters so much to making your character and your chances in life. Thank you. I've enjoyed today. And I want to thank everyone that joined. I saw Mr. Dio, Ambassador Oladayo. I saw you, Mr. Blair. Thank you. And can you believe it, guys? Brian Leko has been watching for a bit now. to Ale and of course, Ale is doing back end checks for me. And at the last, a few minutes ago, I started seeing with Olusola-Obasa. And any other person who's going to see this later, someone is saying that they're also watching. Okay, Debbie is also watching. So thank you to everyone who is back in, whether here or anywhere else. It's going to be on YouTube, so if you also want to watch it by Monday, this will be on YouTube. But I usually will do live on my um, Facebook page. I have loved this program. Next week going to be another banger. If there's someone you know should be listening to me and doesn't join me on Friday, tell them it's now 4 o'clock. It's no longer 5. It's now 4. 4. 4 to 4:30 and we're done. Thank you so much, everybody. And let me play the music to be escorting you home. If you are still in the office like me, have a beautiful weekend. Say me hi to your family. Bye. Keep building. You will need that collateral one day that you don't know. You know, when you want to get a job and they say someone you are working before to reference you, it's also a collateral. Referencing is a collateral. Take care now and